What's good, everybody? This your boy D Money One, another episode of A Lot of Fashion Podcast. And what we primarily like to talk about on the podcast is everything business, whether it's the industry or just everything business. What we're talking about today is, pretty much building a product from nothing. And we're going to talk about how to build multiple streams of income without losing focus. Now, make sure that you like and subscribe. Make sure that you share with your friends and family, and make sure that you binge watch all those other episodes that we've collected in our repertoire and catalog, so that way you can start to hit your dreams and goals as well too. Now, the main thing is that when you're building multiple streams of income, expansion only works with structure and discipline. See, multiple streams of income, you know, it sounds good, but you need, everything becoming, you know, one with each other. Like, number one is, having one successful stream of funding. Then you tap into the rest. Because, see, the thing is that a lot of times when, you know, you have all these ideas and you have all these business ideas that you want to start implementing, and you feel like, oh, yeah, it's just going to work and people are just going to get it. They don't ever get that shit, bro. That's why you see like a lot of entrepreneurs, like even like famous people like Robert Townsend or um the dude that created what you call it, Sister, Ray Campbell in that joint. Like those dudes were pioneers in the game back in the late 80s, early 90s because they started acting, filming, producing, all writing, all that shit. Like they were creating their own films on their own dime. And now you starting to see Brad Pitt, Leonardo DiCaprio, all them dudes doing the same thing now when they been did that shit and nobody even knew their name, and they was getting blown up off of the fact that they was doing their own shit. Even dude like Mark Curry, the comedian that pretty much he made his own TV show, got on ABC off the first show, like off the pilot, and fucking blew up from there. And then everybody started, taking his material, taking the way he was doing shit, and signed them off. But it's you just gotta build something first, focus in on that one stream first, and then prematurely start expanding the weaknesses of the business. Focus builds foundation. So, you know what I'm saying? One stream of income can fund the rest. Number two is build systems before, you know, scaling your business. Systems create sustainability. Systems create structure. Systems increase efficiency amongst your organization. It helps your employees to understand the vision, each point of where you're going, each week, each month, each year, what each project, each, collection that or each product that you're putting out, they have an understanding of what it's supposed to do and what it's supposed and where it's supposed to go. Growth without structure creates stress. It has people running around like rats in a cage and just eating each other. Like they don't understand where and how things are supposed to go. And then even when you put it out to your audience, it does the same exact thing. They scatter away from you because they don't understand the alignment that you're trying to put out there, the message that you're trying to put out there. And that goes into number three. Alignment matters. So when it comes down to creating these streams of income, and say you already have that first stream and its foundation, then you can, start venturing into other things that broaden the vision. So, say for example, like with my fashion, right? What I do as well is I create poetry along with the collection. So that way, not only do people not have to buy the product per se, but at the same time, they can tap into something or I can tap into an audience that may not necessarily fuck with street fashion. They might just fuck with, Walmart brands or shit like that. Or might fuck with Dior or might fuck with Louis Vuitton. By the end of the day, they might tap in with that poetry and be like, damn, he's on to some shit. I fuck with that. Let me start fucking with his brain. So it's just finding new ways, but at the same time, not going off of course of where the vision is supposed to go. Random opportunities can, often dilute the identity of the brand. And that's why when you add new streams, you want to make sure the streams align. So, say for example, like I said, you got a clothing brand and you want to start doing live stream. It's a good way to go because it aligns with the brand. It gives you an opportunity to show your customer, your audience, your community what goes on behind the scenes. So it's not a bad look. But when you do certain things like musical events, you posting, things that don't align with your brand or your product or the releases that you're putting out, then you're putting yourself in a straitjacket and you're not able to actually, move product, move, tickets, move whatever, um, aspect of revenue that you're trying to put out there. And being strategic in expansion strengthens your positioning as well too. Like, it's just like how some brands, they go to, these different fashion weeks for, different forms of fashion. It helps to do it in a strategic way and then at a strategic time of the growth of your brand. So that way people are not just like, oh yeah, he just went up there to do that, just because he thought that was the right move. No, he's doing that because he's built the foundation of his brand. When he goes up there, stands on that stage, speaks on the brand, he can talk about the brand in short increments, get the message out there to the people, and then on top of that, show what the products actually look like and how they feel in real time. So that's what it's all really about when it comes to putting a brand together. And you definitely, kind of have that mindset when it comes to building multiple streams, of income. Because it's like how I tell people all the time, not just like Miss Bielsa said, it's a marathon, but it's baby steps. You gotta take the necessary baby steps in order to make that, big step of learn how to walk. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, focus in on that one stream at first. Once that one stream starts to gain traction, you start to gain systems and stability within that organization. Then you can start to tap into other things that help your brain grow. So make sure you have a solid plan. Make sure you do the research, start executing, and your dreams and goals will come to fruition. Keep visualizing. I'm out.
Thank you guys for watching another episode of A Lott of Fashion. We appreciate you guys for liking and subscribing and also staying tuned through the whole episode. Make sure that you take these business gems and start visualizing your purpose. I am out.